In today's video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to fill out the IRS Form W4 step by step. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do and how to fill this form out, whether you're single or married with one job or multiple jobs, or you have children or have multiple jobs, or simply want to avoid owing money to the IRS. Most people can complete it in just a few minutes once they understand which sections actually apply to them. The W4, also called the Employee's Withholding Certificate, tells your employer how much federal income tax to withhold from each paycheck. If too little is withheld, you could owe money at tax time. If too much is withheld, you'll get a refund, but that means you've essentially been giving the government an interest-free loan throughout the year. The goal is to get your withholding as accurate as possible. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you find this video helpful. Click the thanks button to support the channel if you want. Now let's start. Step 1. Personal information. Everyone will need to complete Step 1. Enter your first and last name. In this example, it's John Smith. Your social security number. In our example, it's right here as you can see. The home address, city, state, and zip code. We have John's address here, 123 Main Street, my town, South Carolina, and then the zip. Then you'll check the box of your filing status. You have 3 choices: single or married filing separately, married filing jointly, head of household. Let me explain what these options mean. If you're single, you have one job, and you don't have children or dependents, you will check off this first box, and you're basically done. Skip steps 2, 3, and 4. Go straight to step 5. Sign the form and put the date. Single, one job, no kids or dependent. It's very simple. Step 1, step 5, and you are done. Submit it to your employer. That's it. Now let's say you're single, have one job, and you do have children. In that case, you are going to fill out step 1. You will check single, or you might be head of household. You will check this box if you're unmarried and pay more than half the cost of keeping up a home for yourself and a qualifying individual like a child. If that's the case, then check this box. Then you scroll down to step 3. This is the place where you claim dependents. If your total income is $200,000 or less. This is for single person, or $400,000 or less if married filing jointly. You are going to multiply the number of children you have under the age of 17 by $2,200. For example, one child under 17. 1 times $2,200 equals $2,200. Write $2,200 on the form here. Now let's say you also support an elderly parent who you take care of and support, then they can qualify as a dependent. Other dependents are multiplied by $500 each. One dependent equals $500. And you put that here. Add the totals together. $2,000 plus $500 equals $2,700. So enter that amount. That is not the case for John Smith in our example, so we are going to leave it blank. Now, if you are married but you have one job between both of you and your spouse, then you fill out step 1. If you have kids or dependents, you will need to fill out step 3 and then sign and date the form. If you do not have dependent, then leave the step 3 blank. If you are single and have 2 jobs, or you are married and you both are working and you have 2 jobs, then you will need to fill out step 2. That is the multiple jobs section. It tells you exactly what to do. Complete this step if you 1. Hold more than one job at a time, or 2. Are married filing jointly and your spouse also works. The correct amount of withholding depends on income earned from all of these jobs. It gives you 3 options on what you need to do in case of multiple jobs. It says to use this estimator on the IRS website. You can go to this link, check the estimator, and it's going to tell you how to complete this form. Another option is to use the multiple jobs worksheet on page 3 and enter the result in step 4C. It gives you this worksheet on the form down here. It's basically a questionnaire and the table associated with this. It basically tells you what to put down here in step 4. The third one is option C, which is a recommended options, and it comes out pretty close and accurate. If there are only 2 jobs in total, you may check this box. Do the same on Form W4 for the other job. This option is generally more accurate than Step 2, B. If pay at the lower paying job is more than half of the pay at the higher paying job. So let's say both you and your spouse have a job. You both will fill out the W4 form and check this box off on line C. Now keep in mind, it says the lower paying job is at least half or more than the higher paying job. If that's the case, then it's going to be the most accurate. So as an example, if one spouse makes $100,000 and the other spouse makes $60,000, then the second job is more than the half of the first job. In this case, checking this box off will work fine. And then the spouse with higher paying job. In our example, $100,000 will complete this section 3 for dependents if they have children or anyone that you support. The lower paying job. In our example, $60,000 won't need to do anything else besides checking off this box. If not, you can use the estimator or worksheet for the accurate entry. And that's it. Sign the form and date the form. Let me quickly show you the IRS online estimator and how it works. I will add the link of this estimator in the description below. The tax withholding estimator will need you to fill out information about you, income and tax payments, adjustments, deduction choice, additional deductions and credits. Based on what information you share, it will give you the result you can use on your form. As you can see, each section has questions for you to provide the details. As an example, your age and whether or not you are 65 years older, whether you are blind, claiming dependents, filing status, and spouse details. Your responses will help estimator portal figuring out which tax benefits you could be eligible for, which can impact how much tax you withhold. For your reference, I have filled out a very simple W4 form for John Smith for the first section. Similarly, you can fill out whatever the best applies to you and click on the next button on the page. Of course, this is a bit longer method, but it can give you an idea how to use it. As an alternative, you can use the worksheet that I showed you earlier, which can give you similar results as well. I wanted to give you a sneak peek of what the estimator looks like. If you have any questions on estimator, write down in the comment section below. You now know exactly how to fill out a W4 form step by step. This is a very simple form, and many working individuals and couples need to fill this out. If this video helped you and you found it informative, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more easy-to-understand explanations about taxes, personal finance, and money-saving tips. If you still have questions about your specific situation, leave them in the comments below. If you want us to share any other IRS form tutorials, also write down in the comments section below. We will review them and come up with more videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.